The stadium that you see on the screen is a stadium you recognize very well. It's the home of five-time champions Chennai Super Kings. But when you look at the numbers that the Chepauk has to throw, it is quite a stadium that we perhaps don't know, or none of the teams in fact also anticipated it to be the stadium that it's turning out to be. And why I'm saying that is because some of the telling numbers that the Chepauk has had to throw as far as this season of the IPL is concerned, it doesn't go with the reputation of Chepauk assisting spinners. In fact, it's the opposite. It's a stadium that has been of a lot of aid to the pace bowlers. Let's quickly throw some numbers at you and tell you what exactly is it that is going different as far as the Chepauk is concerned. And there is a very interesting parallel to be drawn from last season as well as compared to this year. So be with us as we tell you what are these numbers that are turning out to be, so much so that in the first two matches, such are the telling numbers that in the first two matches you haven't seen the home side pick up a single wicket from spin bowling at the Chepauk Stadium, the stadium that at one point would be paradise for spinners. But let's tell you what are those telling numbers that I'm talking about over here. These are the numbers from the first two matches that Chennai played at home. Wickets to the Pacers, and this is both the home and the away side. 18 wickets being picked by pace bowlers in these two matches at an average of 27.6. Look at the numbers for spin bowlers over there. Just the 4 wickets over there being claimed by spinners at a much higher average as well, an average of 46.50. Again, it goes contrary to what has been perceived for all this while, that Chennai is that one place that assists the spinners. It is that one place that is very conducive to spin bowling. Now, to give you more into this, more insight into this, let's show you another set of numbers that we have for you over here. Again, the first two matches, this is, as we told you earlier as well, 13 wickets, and this is just the CSK performance, by the way, not both home and away sides. No wickets being taken ahead of the third match that CSK played today. There were 13 wickets that the home side had picked, all being picked by the Pacers. Let's talk about the match at hand also that we saw today. There you could argue that yes, there was some purchase for the spinners, but even on a day when the spinners really excelled, look at the fact that there were 5 wickets of the 9 wickets that KKR lost. 5 of them were conceded to pace bowlers. It was Mushfiqur Rahim and Tushar Deshpande who taken 5 wickets together, 3 wickets over there for Tushar Deshpande, 2 for Mushfiqur Rahim, and the other 4 wickets were then taken by the spinners. As far as the visiting side is concerned, 3 wickets that they picked, 2 over there as well, for being claimed by Vaibhav Arora, and the other wicket, the third wicket to fall, was picked by Sunil Narayan. Let's move a step further as well to tell you more about what's happening over here as far as the Chepauk is concerned. Look at the totals as well as to how the surface in Chepauk has changed this year also. Now the last 3 seasons that amounts to 21 matches that the stadium hosted. The average total over there has been 164. In comparison, see, it's now changed to 189. You've seen high scoring matches at Chepauk this year, but that trend is now beginning to change all over again. Today we saw the third match where you saw the numbers drastically drop down to about 130. The interesting thing being, this is exactly the kind of season you saw at Chepauk last year as well. First 2 matches you saw total in excess of 200 scored by both the home and away side. In the third match though, the total had then dropped to 130. The fourth match last year was again 200 runs, but the fifth and the sixth match, again the totals had then come to the 140-150 range. So this is the interesting story coming out of Chepauk. Maybe it's the wicket that has really started to change now. First two matches, maybe the wickets over there is have been made in a way, or that taking their own time to break down. Don't know what exactly the science over there is as far as Chepauk is concerned, or maybe this is just something that the home team is definitely using to its strength and is unknown to all of us right now. But interesting numbers coming out of Chepauk. We'll have to wait and see how this year turns out to be for spinners at the Chepauk. But going by what we've seen as far as convention is concerned, it is a spinner's paradise. But the first 2 matches, nothing to go by as far as those numbers are concerned, and Chepauk indeed has turned out to be a bit of a surprise for all of us, and the visiting team included over there. How it behaves going forward, that is something we'll have to wait and see.